Welcome to the Recession Smackdown with Mike Turner, local business owner, broker of Turner Real Estate Group, father of two, and your double agent for Operation Recession Smackdown. Bringing you renegade reporting on the businesses, finance tips you need, and top secret advice helping you prevail in today's economy. The Recession Smackdown is sponsored by Affinity Mortgage, certified mortgage planners. Find them at affinitymortgage.com and IdahoLuxuryForeclosures.com. Find the deal of a lifetime. Now, it's time for the Recession Smackdown on News Talk 670 KBOI. Here's your host and double agent, Mike Turner.
Good morning, everyone. This is Mike Turner, and we're sitting here on Saturday morning in downtown Boise, KBOI studios, and this show, the Recession Smackdown, for you new listeners, it's all about trying to find ways to, crush this so-called recession that we're having right now. We don't have to take it. It's not all about just saving money and spending less. It's also about being proactive and seeing what we can do to get ahead these days, because I'm a firm believer, and I know it's possible, that if you can get focused and maybe rearrange the ways you do things, the way you're thinking, you can find ways to get ahead. So that's what this show is about. We dedicate, we do this once a week on the weekends, and so to this weekend, I'm really excited about it. I got a special show. Over the last few months, we've gotten a lot of questions about, the internet and websites and how to make them better. And there's a lot of confusion, a lot of misconceptions. And so what I did is I went out and found the best expert I can, a national guru on this subject of internet business, and got him in here to the studios this morning. And not only, if you hear, it's, this person's gone all around the world teaching and instructing folks how to succeed in the internet and start up your own internet business and make it work for them. And not only is this great national speaker here, but he lives here in the Boise area, so a really special treat for us. His name, Russell Brunson. You may recognize him. He's been around for a while. He also wrestled at BSU, and so happy to have you here this morning. Thank you, Russell.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here too.
So, Russell, again, he's got a long resume. I'm going to talk to him, about his past, so you can kind of get an idea of who he is and his background. But just to give you an idea, he was just telling me about his recent trip to Fiji, where Tony Robbins flew him out there so he could instruct and teach some of his mastermind group out there. And so, tell you what, I'm really excited about having him here today. So, Russell, okay. I've heard lots of stories about you. Give everyone about, a quick rundown of your background, where you came from, and how you kind of got into this business and where you're at now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm actually from Salt Lake originally, and I came up to Boise on a wrestling scholarship to wrestle at Boise State. And I was wrestling here, and as soon as I got to Boise, I met my beautiful wife, or at the time, a beautiful girl, and decided to marry her. And we got married, and after we got married, I realized really quickly how much money it costs to actually be married and to have a real mortgage and all that kind of stuff.
All that responsibility comes on your lap, yes.
Stuff I wasn't planning on. And so I just got married, and I was wrestling at Boise State, and I didn't have the ability or time to get a job. I was obviously with school and wrestling and a wife and everything, it wasn't possible for me to get a job. So she was working and supporting us, and I always kind of felt guilty, and I wanted to figure out a way to help support her. So I jumped on the internet and tried to look at ways to start making money on the internet. And if anyone's ever done that process, there's a lot of scams and a lot of traps out there.
Yes, there is. They're all over the place.
Yeah. I spent probably almost 18 months, maybe even 2 years falling for most of those scams and trying them out, and really frustrated just trying to figure out how in the world you can make money on the internet. And about the 2-year mark is when I kind of started figuring out how it worked and how the pieces all went together. And I started actually making some money. And I got really excited by it. I started doing it more and doing it more. And then people started asking me how I was doing it, so we started teaching little workshops and little seminars teaching the process of how we were doing it.
Okay.
And that's kind of how the business all got started. And since then, it's really grown pretty rapidly. My senior year in college, we did about $250,000 in sales. Within a year of graduating, we'd crossed the $1 million mark. That was a big goal.
Awesome.
And then it's just kind of grown from there. And now, our company, we've got 60 or 70 employees here in Boise, and just growing fast. So it's been a lot of fun.
Wow, that is a good sized company. Wow. So now you too, because you get invited to go all over the world, sounds like, to go and share some of this knowledge and experience you've learned.
Yeah, that's been a huge a benefit and fun part of it. Going and speaking to people in different countries around the world. Like you mentioned, we had a chance. Tony Robbins invited us to Fiji this summer, and we had to take my whole family out there to Fiji and stay at his private resort and speak to his group of people, teaching them internet marketing and how to. All these guys had local businesses, but they don't know how to get traffic or customers, and that's what we teach, and that's what we taught those guys how to do, and just a really fun business. Wow.
Okay, folks, this is a live show, and so if you have questions, you can call in and, talk to the guru if you like. So 336-3700 is our local number for you folks listening out of state. 1-800-529-KBOI. That's 1-800-529-KBOI. So, all right, Russell. So you've done the wrestling thing, and you got into the internet business, and that's been growing like crazy. Tell me some of the things that you're sharing at some of these, talks and workshops you're doing that folks, can maybe harness right now and today. If it's maybe some of the things that maybe people need to be doing in their marketing or the setup of an internet business. Maybe give us, some strategies that you've learned recently.
Yeah, there's so much stuff we could dive into. I think one of the biggest things, and I'm sure a lot of people listening have kind of come across this problem. You probably have a website. You probably paid a designer a lot of money, and your site probably looks really, really pretty, and it looks really nice up there. But I'm guessing your site's not making you much money.
Right. They thought if I build it, they will come, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, and they're all sold by some web designer on the dream that I'll build you a beautiful site and it's going to make you millions of dollars. And what we found is there's a certain way to design sites that are not so much there to look pretty, but there to make money, which is obviously the goal of a website.
Okay.
And it's not big different changes. It's just kind of tweaking a couple of things. And I know you and I talked about this a little earlier. One of the most important things on any website is to have some kind of an offer, something that's going to get somebody to give you their contact information, so then you can follow up with them.
So a site that has a big picture of me looking handsome and beautiful background of Boise. But that's it. Saying I'm number one, maybe not be the best in direction, to get traffic.
Because someone's gonna come outside, they're gonna look at it and say, okay, that guy thinks he's number one. Now what? But let's just say they came to your site, and for example, one of my friends owns a lawn mowing company here in Boise, and on his site, the site actually, and to be completely honest, isn't a good looking site at all. It's pretty ugly.
Okay.
But on the site, he has a big huge thing that says free lawn mowing. Give us your name, email address, your phone number, and we'll come mow your lawn for free.
Oh, that's a great offer.
So it's just a really good offer, and people, a lot of people out there, when he does advertising, there's a lot of other lawn mowing companies advertising, and most of them are saying, we'll give you a free consultation, we'll come look at your lawn and give you a free quote, things like that. And he says, I'll mow your lawn for free. And people see all four of those different sites out there, and his says, I'll come mow your lawn for free. Who do they go to? Fill out the form, and then boom. And his business during this down recession has been exploding because he's stealing customers from all these other people who are doing free consultations, and he's doing it by having a really good offer on his website that's getting someone to give them their information, and then he calls them back and goes mows their lawn and then signs them up for a contract.
All right, so that's a pretty good tip, folks. I hope you got that. Come up with that irresistible offer where that's going to blow your competition away, but what's really going to make the difference of getting people to sign up to you, to use you, to give you their information because they can't resist it. It is too good of an offer.
Yep. And I would say most businesses, when I do consulting stuff, I sit down and we spend a whole day sometimes just figuring out what's the offer you can give that's different, that's unique, that's exciting, that people are going to talk about. Because that's really where it all kind of stems from, is what's your offer. And the more solid of an offer you can create, the easier it is to do all the rest of the stuff we're going to talk about, getting traffic and everything else you need to do to your website.
All right, folks, we're going to jump to another commercial break. Again, this is a live show, 336-3700. Call in with your questions. We'll be right back.
You own a hot tub, you need to know about Spa Clean. You already know that hot tubs need to be frequently drained and cleaned, and you probably also know that this is not a fun job. Maybe you've even stopped using your hot tub altogether because you just can't be bothered with the hassle of keeping it clean. It's time for you to get to know Spa Clean, a hot tub cleaning service that will scrub your hot tub clean, extend the life of your filters, and polish and protect your spa cover, all for a very affordable price. Let Spa Clean help you start enjoying your hot tub again. Schedule your one-time cleaning now at BoiseHotTubCleaning.com or schedule multiple cleanings over a year and receive extra discounts. You've got better things to do with your time. Why not check out BoiseHotTubCleaning.com today? You get a 115% guarantee. That means if you're not satisfied with Spa Clean, you'll get a full refund plus 15%. Best of all, from now till the end of the month, you can get a 25% discount on your next cleaning. Just mention offer code radio. Find out more at BoiseHotTubCleaning.com.